Out to clear stage 1 through 10 of the hard mode Spider Dungeon. Very exciting new dungeon difficulty coming to us all. New mechanics. I'm going to show you how, without any champion requirement, you can farm this quickly and efficiently. So let's dive right into it. What up team, it's MurderInc. We are on the test server talking about the hard mode dungeons. Today we are doing the new spider dungeon for the hard mode. Really cool, very underwhelming in my opinion. I guess everyone kind of wanted to just spam AoE. They might have been tired of the whole HP burn thing. I get it. So I do understand why they did it. So I'm going to show you not the fastest team, but the general idea and what you can do yourself to clear this with no problem. And the key here is without changing the gear on any of your champions. If you have to gear certain champions for this, it can really affect other parts of the game here. So if it's worth saving 10 seconds maybe for you, you can absolutely do that. But if you don't care about that, as you probably shouldn't, because 10 seconds is nothing. Unless you're in a very competitive clan versus clan, where time really means that much to you, just this basic idea is going to go a long way. So of course we're going to start off here. I have Baron, Kymar, Lydia, Arbiter, and Trunda. So what do I really have here? 2 arena nukers, a Kymar or a reset champion, probably geared how your other champions are geared for any resets you do currently have. Defense down, weaken someone like a Lydia. And then finally, Arbiter, whoever your fastest champion is. She also provides attack up, which is why I like her. If you don't have an attack up, you can swap Ghostborn for Lydia, who provides defense down and attack up. However, keep in mind, Ghostborn is not friendly to all affinities, which is going to be key here. So starting out the run, the same mechanics apply for the normal spider as well as the hard mode spider. Every time one of your champions is about to take a turn, 2 more spiderlings start after the initial 5. So what you want to do is you want to have 2 champions go before your first nuker here. I have 3 because, like I said, I just threw in champions I had already geared for whatever content prior to hard mode and just threw them in and said, if this works, it works. There is one key speed issue you want to take into account here, but outside of that, everything is going to work very smoothly. So as we saw here, we had Arbiter go, then Kymar. Now every single spiderling is currently on the map here. Lydia is going to defense down and weaken. If I wanted to be optimal about this, I would get rid of Kymar. That would save me, I don't know, about 2 seconds here. And then Baron's going to nuke, one-shotting all of the spiderlings and spawning an additional 5. After this happened, Arbiter goes again, spawning another 2, and then we have Trunda with her A2 ability. So why do I have it this way? It's pretty easy to see that if you tune this perfectly, getting all the spiderlings to spawn with quick animations, I would say, I don't know, 10 seconds, 11 seconds is going to be the fastest times we will see overall, but this team without any changes to gear is 28 seconds, and I'm perfectly happy with that. So one thing you notice here is Trunda got slept here. This is what you want because it removes 1 more animation from this without doing anything. So your 2 damage dealing champions without a doubt are going to be slower than the hard mode dungeon spider, which is good. You want that. You want your turn meter to be boosted in front of it so that as soon as the last champion goes, the spider is then going to directly cut in after that and sleep that final nuker here, because it's only going to take 1 more cycle, as we're going to see shortly. With the resetting, attack up, defense down, weaken, Baron nukes, and everything is set in stone here. Okay, so GG, 28 seconds, it's all perfect. So this is a very simple dungeon. It's extremely plug and play. Like I said, you need your fast arena champion, 2 nukers, a defense down champion. You don't even need Kymar per se if you have 2 damage dealing champions. If you want to use someone to enhance their damage instead, you can absolutely do that. Bad L, Gerbtuck, all viable options for sure here. And you can kill it as long as you're killing enough spiderlings 2 times in a row with a Trunda. But not everyone has Trunda, not everyone has Baron. So using 2 champions and having them go twice is the much safer route for the majority of players who are going to try to replicate this that don't want to re-gear their arena nukers for this content. So really quickly looking at their stats and their AI is self-explanatory. You saw that in the run here, so we don't have to go over that too much here. The stats, like I said, these are the typical stats of the champions I'm already using. The only, I guess, notable exception would be Baron. He's way faster than he should be. He has the wrong boots on because I was trying something, I guess, cheeky in the arena earlier, so for him, you would use attack percent boots, so minus 45 speed from this guy, and you can run things as normal. He's going to do more damage, but mine in particular isn't going to need any more damage. Like I said, you just plug and play your 2 nukers, whatever speeds they have, and it's going to work just fine on auto. As long as you respect the order of skills, mostly from someone like a Kaimar, if you just let him go on auto, he's going to use his reset. They still haven't fixed that AI iteration despite no one using major cooldowns, so it is what it is. And of course, Trunda's A2 is still bugged in the game. At this point, it's hard to say it's bugged. I think they just want it intentionally, where it's doing way more damage than it should because it's scaling incorrectly, and it has been since the champion has been released. So that's going to be the very difficult Spider hard mode guide for stages 1 through 10. Any single affinity you want, plug and play champions. You don't have to speed tune anything unless you really want to once you're finally on stage 10 for the fastest times possible. So that's going to conclude this guide video. Like I said, short and sweet, really disappointing overall. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more nuance to this dungeon, making it trickier, but we just got some kind of bland mechanics here that require us to use champions that we already have, which is the good news. So I guess it's not a complete loss overall. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this content, smash the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you all in my next upload.